Yeah. YouTube! What's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Cali, and today we're here to talk about Late Night with the Devil. Alright? Now, yo, let me just tell you, this was a highly anticipated movie by me. I wanted to see this movie ever since I saw the trailer or the teaser trailer when it first came out. All right, now understand this is an A24 movie. Usually A24 movies come out like 2-3 years prior. They have their showings, they get the things going. If it's going well, they re-release it, you know what I'm saying, a year or two later, you feel me? So there you go. But anyways, Late Night with the Devil. Hold up. Stop jumping the gun. Stop it. Now, you've been to show before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we to the next one, right? So again, Late Night with the Devil. This movie came out in 2020, well, re-released in 2023, okay? Oh no, it did come out in 2023, but it just you can buy it now on VOD though, okay? So I don't want to give out too much, you know what I'm saying? Give out a quick premise, 3 of my favorite scenes, the grade, and then that's it. You know, I want people to really go check this out. It's on Shudder right now, and you can also buy it on VOD, whatever it may be. Go get it however you need to, but watch the movie. I'm telling you. Okay, now this is called Late Night with the Devil, like I said. So in this story, we're following a character named Jack Delroy. He's the main character. He's a talk show host. He is very high up there. There's not too many people that are above him, but he is still working on getting his show to be #1. Now, through the midst of this, through this grind and stuff like that, serious situations happen in his life. It just so happens to occur that his wife ends up getting cancer, and she ends up passing away. We also find out that this dude, he's actually part of a secret society, okay? A real secret society. On this, it's called the Grove. But in real life, you know what I'm saying, it's called the Bohemian Grove. And that is a real deal. So if you guys don't know anything about the Bohemian Grove, go check them out. You want to learn about secret societies? Check out the Bohemian Grove. Check out the Skulls and Bones Society. There's many other variations. The Bolé. You know, check out the variations of these societies, because they are real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these movies, a lot of these shows have truth to them because they're based off of stuff that's real. But anyways, he's part of the Grove. And if you know anything about secret societies and stuff like that, these are people that, you know, get put into positions of power, okay? This can be entertainment, this can be sports, this can be political views and ways and things like that. So you just got a whole bunch of higher ups being put into certain places. Now, sometimes those cults or those secret societies, you have to sacrifice, and there's many ways that people sacrifice. So I'll put it to you like that. So we find out that he's part of this Grove, and he's basically trying to get his show to #1. There were certain things that he used, like his wife's death, in order to try to get up to #1, but he still was behind. He never hit #1 yet. So his plan is, after coming back from this big break of being absent from being on his show because of his wife passing and stuff like that, he's come back. He wants to regain where he was before, but go higher. So his plan is to have this crazy episode for his talk show, where he's going to invite, this was back in the day when, the satanic panic was going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were into those cults, ritualistic things, Satan, devil, however you want to say it, man. So they were really into that type of stuff back then. So, and they still are to this day, but it just was like, it was a big thing back then, you know what I'm saying? So, his plan is to have on guests, that will, give a good show, you know what I'm saying? So he invites a guy named, Christou to the show. Christou is basically, a clairvoyant talker to the dead, right? He can talk to the dead. He can feel the dead. You know what I'm saying? He's very clairvoyant in that type of way. He's a medium in a way. So we see him come out. We see him kind of do his thing, and at first it kind of looks faulty. Like, is this dude real deal? But then it comes to a situation where he does kind of use his powers, and it's a little bit more believable. All right. Now, right after that, something happens, and it's like it's overtaking him to the point where he has to talk to people and tell them, figure out what's going on. What is happening to him, to the point where he has to talk to these people and tell them about this one entity named Lily or Millie. I think he says Millie on there or something like that. So then from there, we cut to another guy that he invites, and his name is Carmichael. Now, Carmichael's kind of like a magician slash like paranormal investigator, and he really has this thing where it's like all paranormal activity is fake, and anything you see is just all a ruse, and I'll give a certain amount of money to someone that can actually prove that this stuff is real. So that's his whole ordeal. So of course, Carmichael thinks that Christou is faking it, but eventually a situation happens to where Christou gets sick and has to leave the show, and then who's left there is Carmichael, and he's still with Jack Delroy, and then Jack Delroy invites another guest out, and her name is Lily. This girl is actually a survivor of a satanic cult church. I think she's one of the only survivors, and basically she's possessed or whatever it may be, and she has a doctor that works with her named June. And June has been working with Lily for a long time, trying to figure out this entity that possesses her, if she can get it under control, if she can get rid of it, just helping her out through the motions. But anyways, they invite Lily out to the stage, and then after everything is explained to the crowd about her background and everything like that, Jack ends up asking, as well as with the crowd, if June can help Lily to bring out this entity inside her named Mr. Wriggles. Okay. And so they do that. And when it happens, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? You see something kind of crazy. And then you still have Carmichael being the person who he is and doesn't believe it. He does something that's similar, and we're like, oh, like what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Lily and June were just putting on a facade. And then we go back, and then another situation happens again with Lily, and she becomes possessed again by Mr. Wriggles. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't want to spoil too much. So that's basically the premise of this movie. Gave you some of the details of what happened in this movie. I suggest you guys go check it out. It's definitely worth your while. And anything that I didn't fill you out on, it'll you'll get filled out on while you watch the movie, okay? And it's a short movie. It's about an hour and 30 minutes, so it's definitely worth your time. Like I said, so 3 of my favorite scenes. I would have to say, and it's going to be spoilerish, so if you don't like being spoiled things, go ahead and get out right now. Come back later after you done seen the movie. If you don't care about spoiling stuff, you already know what it is, all right? But again, 3 of my favorite scenes. So first favorite scene, and like this may be out of order as well. I definitely like the introduction of Mr. Wriggles when we first come into contact with him, when he's talking to June, and he's talking to Jack, and he's talking to everybody in the crowd, or just the crowd is amongst them. And it's just like, yo, like they did a really good job. They didn't do too much makeup or, you know, practical effects on Lily. They did just enough, and everything worked out. It looked very clean. And I also gotta say, I like the aesthetics of this movie. Really put you back into the 70s for sure, right? But you know, the first introduction to Mr. Wriggles, that was just, the whole scene was dope, right? My second favorite scene would actually be when Carmichael puts everybody else into like a spell, a trance, and he hypnotizes them, and he makes everybody think that, you know, Gus is going crazy with the worms. Now, if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, at least you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. So that kind of gives you room to go watch it. But if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. When Gus has a situation happens with the worms because Carmichael puts everybody, including Gus, under a trance, and you know, that was really dope to see. My third favorite scene would have to be pretty much not the exact ending, but like the chaos, when the chaos emerges, you know what I'm saying? When Lily starts feeling electricity, all right? I'll put it to you like that. When the chaos emerges, that was pretty dope. And then also just to realize what happens once everything is over, really dope, really dope. I just don't want to spoil too much, you know what I'm saying? But if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Shorty's head is split in half when this is happening, okay? But if you guys seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about at this point. But yeah, that'd be 3 of my favorite scenes. This movie, man, I love this movie. You know, there's a lot of people gonna like this movie. There's a lot of people that may not like this movie because, you know, you may not like it because of aesthetics. You may not like it because the whole AI thing, which I don't care about that for this movie. Or you may not like it because of the certain ways that they did the special effects. Really was like back of the, like it felt like the 70s, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff that they were using in the 70s, they used it in here, you know what I'm saying? And but it was just cool. Like this movie is crazy. Like you go from it looking like the 70s to, you know, it looking like how it looks like now in real life to you know, black and white, to like all these different type of variations of you know, picture detailing, and it was cool to see. It was really cool to see. But all in all, you know, you may not like it because some of the effects, but I like the effects. I like the aesthetics. I like the way it looked. I like the acting. I thought that the story was great, and this was a very creative way to talk about a story of possession. In my eyes, I think it was a creative way. But so with all that being said, you know what I'm saying, it's a good grade. So I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Okay. Definitely above average, definitely worth your time, man. I would say go check it out. If you guys, don't want to buy it on VOD, all you got to do is just go, if you have Shudder, you can watch it on Shudder right now, stream it right now. And it's, like I said, it's worth your time. It's definitely above average. If you like horror, you're going to like this. If you like possession movies, you're going to like this new, little bit of a new take on it, right? But a 9.5 out of 10, all right? Please remember to like, subscribe, and share as always. And you know, let me know what you guys really thought about this movie. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what were some of your favorite scenes. What are some of your favorite possession movies? Did you like the creativeness that they took, the creative path that they took with the whole possession aspect of this movie? Or did you not like it? You thought it wasn't like really creative or original? Is the AI generated pictures bothering you like that? Or did you just enjoy the movie for what it was like me? Let me know about that in the comments down below. All right, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Cali. Until next time.